So good morning. There we go. I got the chickens following me as I'm going out on my walk again. Everything's all stiff, sore. Okay, my foot and everything. So, see, I'm getting better at holding this up here. Struggle well. That's my shirt for today. Hey everybody, I'm David. I like taking you guys on these walks. I'm getting back into it. I dropped off for a little bit because of my health. So, here we go. I'm walking. Yeah. So, what are we talking about today? A quick little thing. As I get back into the hang of this, I wanted to mention that, even though, like, I stopped because I broke a couple of metatarsals. I fell in my foot, and then I was in and out of the hospital for my pain. But part of me feels like that was almost like an excuse, right? I've been since November in and out of the hospital for severe pain, and then getting that into check and everything because of my back and my foot problems, my neck, falling off a roof, all that good stuff. Anyway, but I kind of have to admit to y'all that I kind of let myself not go out on these walks anymore. I told myself, oh no, I can't do it. Well, yes, I know. The time when I've got a boot on my foot and I can't really walk that far, or that's different. I realize that. But I could have started walking again sooner, or in between those things when they happened. And I tell myself, well, I was walking when I fell and that stuff. But, it's that little voice you get in your mind, in the back of your mind there, that says, let's not do it today. You're too sore. You don't want to make things worse. And yes, and you're like, I agree. I don't want to make things worse. I don't want to hurt something more. Well, then you start getting a little belly again, right? And your chest starts sagging because then you're not doing your push-ups anymore. You're not doing your leg lifts anymore. Now, I better wait until well, no, don't do that. I'm a perfect example of what happens. You can tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna wait until I get there and then I'll get back up. Well, it's hard to start back up. I can let you know there. Oh, my beard's looking kind of windy today. There we go. Ooh, I could act like I'm running. No, that doesn't work. I'm gonna fall again, and then I won't be able to walk. So you gotta basically stick to almost like not a promise that you make to yourself, but you just have to tell yourself, I gotta do it. If it's, I keep saying you and then no, so I have to get back into my talking mode. But you need to make a commitment again. It's that simple thing. It's not just saying, oh, I need to do it. Oh, I just turn it back into that, build that habit back up. So what I've been doing is that I don't have the confidence to go walking out on the street again, back up there on the road, like I did with my nephew, and then I was doing by myself. So I'm just doing laps. I said it again, I get to just do laps around the chicken coop, because we have a circular driveway on this property. And I put on my timer for, 30 minutes or so, and I listen to my music. Sometimes I walk in silence. and then I just keep going. And then I get the little updates from the step counter, and it says I'm halfway there, and I'm like, oh, okay. And that's usually around the time when I want to stop. I'm like, do I need to keep doing it? You know, this is enough. And then I'm like, okay, I'm halfway there. I might as well just keep finishing up the halfway mark. And then before, of course, I get to the end of that, I start thinking again, this is enough. I should be almost done. Then I get that little that announcement that says, hey, you're almost there, done. And that means I've got like 5 minutes left on the walk. So I'm like, okay, that was easier than I thought. And the time it takes to do this out of my life, wow, what would I have been doing instead? Yeah, watching YouTube videos, listening to music, sitting in my chair, looking over at the lake and seeing if I can see any alligators swim by. Yes, we have alligators in the lake. It's a small lake on this property that we rent. So, I like that. I like having my coffee in the morning, sitting there. But I also love these walks. Because right now it's May. So next month I turn 60. That's crazy. I can't believe it. And that's also another motivation for me, is because I don't want to be a 60-year-old that can't walk, that is overweight and is just doing that downhill crash, because my family doesn't live, well, half of my family doesn't live past their 50s and 60s. The other half does. So I want to be part of that other half. You know what I mean? So I need to keep moving. And by doing this, I get this sun, I get my vitamin D. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Right? This, I don't mind doing laps on here. The only thing is that I have a bit of a sandy driveway, so that kind of messes up my foot. So I walk on the land. Can you see this? There we go. And we got the stuff out here. So it's, once I get out here and stuff, I just enjoy it. I'm walking over here. I want to see if we can see. I think all the berries are gone off of this thing. Mulberries, that's what they are. Let me go over here real quick. That's a mulberry bush. Those are kind of sweet there. I'm drooling just thinking about them. Now, I am carnivore, so I don't eat them that much. But my wife would make mulberry pancakes. And the neighbor, he makes mulberry muffins. And I'm like, oh, I shouldn't eat those. But here, can you see these? I don't know. There they are. These are mulberries. These are getting there. There's a whole bunch over here. The birds are eating them. I don't know if you could see those, but anyway, I pick a bunch of them, the ripe ones, and I feed them to the chickens. They like it. It's like a little snack. So when I'm out here, I'm noticing that motivation to walk again is getting stronger and stronger, because I hear the birds, I hear the chickens, the squirrels. I got the breeze in my beard. I'm fork beard now. Let's fix that. There we go. There we go. I look better like that. So my wife, when I come in from my walk, she's like, you smell like outside. I'm like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? You act like it's a bad, no, you just smell like outside. And I'm like, okay. You smell like the trees, the pine, the plants, whatever. I like it. So it's gotten, every day I do this, it's getting easier, or it's gotten easier. So even if you fall off, and because we have our cycles where we're super motivated, and then something will come up, and we say, oh, not today, and then not today, not today. But it shouldn't really matter that much. Keep going. Get back into it. If you drop off and start up again, you can do it. I mean, there's nothing saying that, oh no, you can't do it anymore, you failed. No, don't look at it like that. You might have just dropped the ball for a little bit like I did, but that's okay. You can have other things come up in your life. So and look at this. It doesn't look as that good, but there you go. You can see some mosquito fish or little minnows in there. They eat the mosquito larvae. That's dogweed. Pulled it up from the lake. So I'm growing that for the chickens. The only thing is dogweed doesn't grow as fast as azolla or duckweed. So I've got to pick some of that up and put that up. But I don't like that right there. It doesn't look good. So I've got another one inside the run for the chickens back over there, I think. Nope, back over there. There we go. There you can see it right there. So I'm going to set that one up because that's not right in the drive. Oh, but I keep getting this message. I don't know if you can. I don't think you can hear it. Every time I stop, it's like workout paused, workout resumed. Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to you guys about that. Say hi, and get back into the swing of things. It's okay if you drop off, but just pick yourself back up and start doing it again. All right? You guys have a blessed day.